Good morning, student. Today I am Manju Subba from Kama Kingdom Smart Education, and I am going to teach you mathematics of first and second class together, and the topic is numbers up to 100. In this chapter, we are going to learn about comparing numbers, representing number on abacus, before, after, and between. And the last one is ordering of numbers. Now we are going to learn about comparing numbers. We compare numbers to find out which number is greater than, smaller than, or equal to another number or quantity. We compare number, or sometimes if we compare something with something, it is only to find out that which one is greater and which one is smaller, or right. We usually compare things with each other because we want to find out that which one is greater, which one is smaller, right? So we compare like this. In the same way, we compare number to find out which number is greater than, smaller than, or equal to another number or quantity. Okay, student, that sometimes we compare one things with another things to find out that which one is smaller than, which one is bigger than, and which one is good, which one is bad. Only to find out these things, we usually compare one things with another. Okay, like in the same way, we compare numbers to find out which number is greater than, which number is smaller than, and which or equal to another number or quantity. Okay, student, we compare number to find out which number is greater than, smaller than, or equal to another quantity. For example, okay, I had given you 3 examples of comparing number, and the first one is, if you have 58 pens, and your friend has 50 pens. Listen carefully, student. If you have 58 pens, and your friend have only 50 pens, it means you have more number of pens than your friend, right? You have more number of pens than your friend have, right? If you have 58 pens and your friend has 50 pens, your friend has only 50 pens, it means you have more number of pens. If you have 58 pens and your friend has 50 pens, it means you have more number of friends. That means from the above sentence we can conclude that, or we come to know that 58 is greater than 50, right? 58 is greater than 50. 58 is greater than 50. From the above statement, from the above points, we can conclude that, or we can say that 58 is greater than 50. See, or the last line, 58 is greater than 50. See, I use one type of symbol. See, right? I use one kind of symbol, that is the symbol of greater than. It reads as 58 is greater than 50. It reads as 58 is greater than 50. We usually use symbol, like we use the symbol of greater than, we use the symbol of smaller than, we use the symbol of equals to, because if we write is greater than in word or in alphabet letters, it takes lot of time, it consumes lot of time while writing is greater than. So to save time, we use some kind of symbol. Like see, the first symbol is the symbol of greater than. Okay, now we'll see another kind of symbol. Okay. Now we are going to see one example of comparing number. Another example or second example of comparing number. Okay. If Anita has 50 pair of t-shirt, if Anita has 50 pair of t-shirt and Rita has 67 pair of t-shirt, if Anita has 50 pair of t-shirt and Rita has 67 pair of t-shirt, clearly it means Anita has less pair of t-shirt than Rita, right? Anita has less pair of t-shirt than Rita. If Anita has 50 pair of t-shirt and Rita has 67 pair of t-shirt, it means Anita has less pair of t-shirt than Rita, right? Anita has 50 pair of t-shirt. She have 50 pair of t-shirts. Anita have 50 pair of t-shirt and Rita has 67 pair of t-shirt. Rita has 67 pair of t-shirt. It means Anita has less pair of t-shirt than Rita, right? Therefore, from the above sentence we are clear that 50 is smaller than 67, right? 50 is smaller than 67. 50 is smaller than 67. See, in the last line of second example, see, or 50 smaller than 67. I use one symbol. This is read as 50 is smaller than 67. Okay, I already said that why we use such kind of symbol. We use such kind of symbol to consume or to save our time, because while writing the is smaller than, it takes lot of time. So to save our time we use this kind of symbol. Okay, now the example 3. If Dolly has 55 pair of shoes, if Dolly has 55 pair of shoes, Dolly have how many pair of shoes? 55. She have 55 pair of shoes. She have 55 pair of shoes. And Smita has also same number of shoes. And Smita has also same number of shoes. Smita have also same number of shoes. That means Smita have also 55 pair of shoes. She have also 55 pair of shoes. If Dolly has 55 pair of shoes, then Smita have also same number of shoes. That means Smita has also 55 pair of shoes. It means 55 is equal to 55. 55 is equal to 55. Therefore, 55 is equal to 55. What it means? It means 55. 55 is equal to 55. Okay. Now see the last line of the example 3. See, 55 equals to 55. I write one symbol. That means it read as is equal to. It symbolizes it's equal to. Okay, it's a symbol of equal to. This is a symbol of equal to. We see three symbol, that is greater than, the symbol of greater than, the symbol of smaller than, or the symbol of equals to. See, you are clear that 55 is equal to 55. So we write some kind of symbol, that is C. The two small parallel line is the symbol of equal to. Okay, it reads as 55 is equal to 55. Okay, now we are going to see some uses of the symbol of greater than, the symbol of smaller than, and the symbol of equals to. Okay, we'll see the uses of these three symbols. Okay, now see number 1. 70 is smaller than 70 is smaller than 71. Okay, 70 is smaller than 71. Yes, 70 is smaller than 71 because 71 comes just after 70 and 70 comes just before 71. So 71 is obviously smaller than 71. So see how I use the smaller than symbol. See, I use the symbol of smaller than. Okay, student. Okay, now second, 60 is greater than 56. 60 is greater than 56. See how I use the symbol of greater than. See, 60 is greater than 56. That means 60 is greater than 56. Yes, 60 is greater than 56. We all know that, right? 50, because 60 is in 60 means 60 is greater than 56. We all know that. See, the third one is 52 is greater than 51. Yeah, 52 is greater than 51 because 52 comes just after 51 and 51 comes just before 52. So 52 is greater than 51. So in 4, see, 50 is equal to 50 because 50 is equals to 50. If we compare 50 with 50, we find that 50 is equal to 50. See, and 62 is smaller than 72. 62 is smaller than 72. It means when we compare 62 with 72, we find that 62 is smaller than 72. If you compare 62 with 72, you will find that 62 is smaller than 72. Okay, now in 6, 92 is greater than 81. If you compare 81 with 92 or 92 with 81, you will find that 92 is greater than 81. You will find that 92 is greater than 81. Okay, now 99 is equal to 99. All know that 99 is equal to 99, right? If you compare 99 with 99, you will find that the numbers are same and it's equal to 99. Okay, you will find that equal. And see, at second last is 72 is smaller than 83. If you compare 72 with 83, you will find that 72 is smaller than 83. You will find that 72 is smaller than 83. At last, 100 equals to 100. If you compare 100 with 100, you will find that 100 is equal to 100. You will find equal. The both numbers are equal. So the 100 is equal to 100. See, dear student, see how I use the symbol of greater than, smaller than, and equal to. See, we have to use the symbol of the equal to, greater than, and greater than, smaller than, and equals to. We have to use this symbol like this. Okay, student, usually we use symbol to save our time, because if you write smaller than, greater than, equals to, it takes lot of time to write this. If you write only one symbol, it say that it is equal to, it is greater than, it is smaller than. Okay, student, so try to use this three symbol, okay, to consume your time, to save your time. Okay, now we are going to learn about representing number on abacus. Okay, dear student, first I would like to tell you that what is abacus. Abacus is a tool used for counting. Abacus is a tool which is used for counting. The abacus shown here has two rods. See the picture of abacus. See the picture of abacus has two rods. It has two rods. One is ones and the tens. The rod on the right show. The rod on the right show. The rod on the right shows ones. The rod on the right show ones, and the rod on the left show the tens. See, first see the picture of abacus. See, this is a picture of abacus. Okay, dear student, this is a picture of abacus. This is a picture of abacus. Abacus is a tool which is used for counting. Abacus is a tool. Abacus is a tool used for counting. It is used for counting. In math, it is used for counting. The abacus shown here, the abacus shown on the screen has two rods, right? It had two rods, ones and tens. The rod on the right show, the rod on the right show the ones. The rod on the right show ones, and the rod on the left shows the tens. Okay, dear student, see, the rod on the right show ones and the rod on the left show the tens. Okay, now we are going to learn about how to place number on abacus, right? I already said abacus is a tool which is used for counting. So how it is used for counting, we will see example. Okay, some example. Okay, first, for example, let's place 54 on abacus. Let's place 54 on abacus. First check the numbers. 54, it means which number is in ones place. First you have to decide which number is in ones place and which number in tens place. So according to that, I already said that the rod on the right side, so the rod on the right side show ones, and the rod on the left show tens. So according to that, first decide which number or which digit is in ones place and which digit is in tens place. Okay, first we will decide that which digit in ones place and which digit is in tens place. Okay, in number 54, let's place 54 on place value chart. Okay, ones and tens. That, see, I place these two number in place value chart, ones and tens. See, 4 is in ones place and 5 is in tens place. So we will place 4 bits on we will place 5 bits. We will place 5 bits on tens rod. That means tens means in left side, right? So we will place 5 bits on tens rod, and we will place 4 bits on ones rod because 4 is in ones place in place value chart, right? 5 is in tens place in place value chart, so we will place 5 bits. We will put 5 bits on tens rod. We will put 5 bits on tens rod, and we will place 4 bits. We will place 4 bits on ones rod because 4 is in ones place in place value chart, and whereas 5 is in tens place in place value chart. So we will place 5 bits in tens rod and we will place 4 bits on ones rod. Okay, student. So like this way, in this way, see the picture of abacus having 54, having 5 bits in 5 bits in tens rod and 4 bits in ones rod. So this is an picture of replacing number on abacus, the placing 54 on abacus. See, I place 54 on abacus. See the picture of abacus having 54, having 5 bits in tens place and 4 bits in ones place. This is an example, or this is an example that how we will place number on abacus. See, I place 54 on abacus. See, 54. This abacus is having, this abacus have 5 bits, right? 5 bits in tens place and 4 bits in ones place. So that means 54. It represents 54. Okay, dear students, see how I placed 54 on abacus. See the picture of abacus having 54. Okay student, we have to place like this. We have to place numbers on abacus in the same way. First you have to check which numbers is in which position in place value chart. After that you have to put bits on according to that place value chart. If once in 54, like in ones place 4 is there, so you have to place 4 bits on ones dot, 4 bits on ones dot, and in 54 5 is in tens place, so you have to place 5 bits on the tens rod. Okay, let's place 57 on abacus. Okay, we will again place one number, that is 57 on abacus. Okay, first we have to check which numbers in ones place in place value chart and which number is in tens place in place value chart. Okay, in 57, after making place value chart, I found out that 7 is in ones place and 5 is in tens place. 7 is in ones place and 5 is in tens place. So after knowing this number, or after knowing the digit in the number 57, that the digit 7 is in ones place, the digit 5 is in tens place. After knowing that, we have to place 5 bits on tens rod, because in number 57 the digit 5 is in tens place. So in tens rod we have to place 5 bits. Okay. In second we have to place 7 bits on ones rod, because in number the digit 7 is in ones place, so we have to place 7 bits on ones rod. We have to place 7 bits on ones rod. See, while placing 57 on abacus, we have to check out first that which number is in ones place and which number is in tens place in the place value chart. Okay, see, while placing the numbers in place value chart, I find out that 7 is in ones place in place value chart and 5 is in tens place in a place value chart. So we have to place 5 bits on tens rod. We have to place 5 bits on tens rod because 5 is in tens place in place value chart. Okay, now we have to place 7 bits on ones rod. We have to place 7 bits on ones rod because 7 in the number 57, 7 is in the digit 7 is in ones place. So in ones rod we have to place 7 bits. See the picture of the picture of abacus representing 57. See the picture of abacus which representing 57, number 57. See, in ones rod there is 7 bits and in tens rod there is 5 bits. So this abacus is representing 57, the number 57. Okay, this abacus is representing the number 57. Okay student, see, in this way we have to represent number on abacus in the same way. See, we see that two example, right? How to represent number on abacus. Okay student, I hope you all know that, or you all learn that how to represent number on abacus by these two example. Hope so. Now we are going to learn about before, after and between. Before, after and between. See, in first picture I have marked 84, 85, 86 as before, between and after. You see now? See that I mark 84, 85, 86 as before, between and after. It means 84 comes just before 85. 84 comes just before 85. 84 comes just before 85. 86 comes just after 85. 86 comes just after 85, and 85 comes in between 84 and 85. See, 84 comes just before 85. 84 comes just before 85. And 86 comes just after 85. 86 comes just after 85. 86 comes just after 85. See, in number 84, 85, 86. 84 comes just before 85. 86 comes just after 85, right? And 85 comes in between 84 and 85. See the difference between before, after and between. After means the numbers comes after a given number. For example, see, 86 comes just after 85, and 84 comes just before 85, before, after, and 85 comes just between these two numbers, that is 84 and 86. Okay student, now we will see another example, that is I mark in second example I mark 65, 66, 67. 65, 66, 67 as before, between and after. I mark these three numbers as before, between and after. It means 65 comes just before 66. 65 comes just before 66. Okay student, 65 comes just before 66, and 67 comes just after 66. 67 comes just after 66. 67 comes just after 66. 65 comes, see, first 65 comes just before 66. 67 comes just after 66, and 66 comes in between 65 and 67. 66 comes in between 65 and 67. See the difference between before, between and after. In second example, I mark 65, 66, 67 as before, between, after. It means 65 comes just before 66, and 67 comes just after 66, and 66 comes in between 65 and 67. Okay, see, again I am telling you the example, or the first example, and explaining you the first example again. Okay, see, in first example I mark 84, 85, 86 as before, between and after. Okay, here 84 comes just before 85. 84 comes just before 85. 86 comes just after 85, and 85 comes in between 84 and 86. Okay, student. Now in second, 65 comes. 65 comes. See, in second example, I mark 65, 66, 67 as before, between, and after. So 65 comes just before 66. 67 comes just after 66, and 66 comes in between 65 and 67. I hope you all have understood the difference between before, after, and between. Now we are going to learn about ordering of number. Okay, ordering of number means arrangement of number either from smallest to greatest or greatest to smallest, or the arrangement of number either from biggest to smallest or smallest to biggest. It's called ordering of number. Okay, ordering of number means the arrangement of number. The arrangement of number either from biggest to smallest or smallest to biggest is called ordering of number. Ordering of number means arrangement of number. The arrangement of number either from biggest to smallest or smallest to biggest is called the ordering of number. There are two types of ordering of number. The first one is ascending order. Ascending order. Smallest to biggest. When the number are arranged from smallest to biggest is called ascending order. Ascending order means the arrangement of number from smallest to biggest is called ascending order. And the second one is descending order. Descending order means the arrangement of number. The arrangement of number from biggest to smallest. When number are arranged from biggest to smallest is called descending order. See, ordering of number means arrangement of number either from smallest to biggest or biggest to smallest is called ordering of number. And there are two types of ordering of number. Number one is ascending order, that means smallest to biggest. When the number are arranged from smallest to biggest is called ascending order. And the second one is descending order. When the number are arranged from biggest to smallest is called descending order. Okay, now we are going to learn about ascending order. Ascending order means when number are arranged from smallest to biggest is called ascending order. When number are arranged from smallest to biggest is called ascending order. That means when number are arranged from smallest number to the biggest number is called ascending order. When the number are arranged in ascending, arranged from smallest to biggest, that time we said that they are in ascending order. Okay, see the picture of ascending order: 50, 73, 77, 89, 90. The number are arranged from smallest to biggest, right? 50 is smaller than 73, and 73 is smaller than 77. 77 is smaller than 82. 82 is smaller than 90. See the picture of ascending order. The number are arranged from smallest to biggest. That time we said the number are in ascending order. Okay, student, see, when numbers are arranged from smallest to biggest is called ascending order. When number are arranged from smallest to biggest is called ascending order. Okay, student, when number are arranged from smallest to biggest is called ascending order. And one example of ascending order is the picture of ascending order. See, in this picture the number are arranged from smallest to biggest. first 50, which is smaller than 73, and 73 is smaller than 77, and 77 is smaller than 82, 82 is smaller than 90. Okay student. Okay, for example, that means we are going to see some example of ascending order, or we are going to learn how to arrange a number in ascending order. Okay, let's arrange the number 83, 71, 55, 97, 64 and 88 in ascending order. We have to arrange this number 83, 71, 55, 97, 64 and 88 in ascending order. Okay, we have to arrange this all number in ascending order. Okay, first we have to check which number is smaller. Okay, which number is smaller? Which number? 55, right? 55 is smaller number in smaller number. So after 55, which number is smaller? In all the number, that is 83, 71, 55, 97, 64, 88. Which number is smaller after 55? Which number is smaller after 55? 64, right? Okay, now just after 55, 64 is second smaller. First smallest number is 55. After 55, 64 is smallest number. Okay, after 64, which number is smallest? From 83, 71, 97 and 88. Which number is number 71, right? Okay, so after 64, 71 is third smallest number, right? First smallest number is 55, second smallest number is 64 and the third smallest number is 71. Okay, after 71, which number is smallest in 83, 97 and 88? 83, right? Okay, the fourth smallest number is 83. In the number 83, 71, 55, 97, 64 and 88, the fourth smallest number is 83. Okay, after 83, which number is smallest in 88 and 97? Which number is 88, right? So 88 is fifth smallest number in the number 83, 71, 55, 97, 64 and 88. Okay, after 88, which number? Obviously the biggest one is 97. So see, I arrange the number 83, 71, 55, 97, 64 and 88 in a sequence, that is in a ascending order. 55, after 55 is smallest number, and after 55, which number is smallest? 64. After 64, 71 is the smallest number. After 71, 83 is the smallest number. After 83, 88 is smallest, and after 88, which number? 97. So see, I arrange the number from smallest to the biggest. So this is called an example, or the number are said to be in ascending order because the number are arranged from smallest to biggest. Okay, now let's arrange the another exam. Let's solve the another exam, or let's arrange the number 52, 85, 96, 55, 61, 100 in ascending order. Okay, now we are going to arrange this number in ascending order. See, we have to check which number is smallest number from all of them. Okay, which number? Okay, we will check. Okay, we will check. Okay, 52, right? 52 is smallest number in all the number, that is 52, 85, 96, 55, 61 and 100. 52 is smallest number. After 52, which number is smallest? After 52, 55, right? Okay, after 52, 55. Okay, after 55, which number is? See, first smallest number is 52 and second smallest number is 55, and after 55 which number? Which number? Which number? Which number? Just tell me. After 55, 61, right? Okay. The third smallest number is 61. The third smallest number is 61. After 61, which number will come? 85, right? 85. 85, right? 85. After 85, which number will come? After 85, which number will come? 96. And after 96, which number will come? Obviously 100. 100 is biggest number. So see, the first smallest number in the number 52, 85, 96, 55, 61 and 100, the smallest one is 52. After 52, 55 is second smallest number. After 55, 61 is third smallest number. And after 61, 85 is fourth smallest number. And after 85, 96 is fifth smallest number. And after 96, obviously 100. 100 is the greatest number. So I arrange this number. I arrange the number 52, 85, 96, 52, 85, 96, 55, 61 and 100 in ascending order. I arrange this number in ascending order. The 52, 55, 61, 85, 96 and 100 are in ascending order. Now we are going to learn about the second types of ordering of number, that is descending order. Okay, when number are arranged from biggest to smallest is called descending order. When the number are arranged from largest to smallest or biggest to smallest is called descending order. Okay, see the picture of descending order: 94, 93, 82, 71. See, the number 92 is bigger than 93, right? And 93 is bigger than 82, and 82 is bigger than 71, and 71 is smaller than 82, right? So the number is arranged from largest to smallest. That means when number are arranged from biggest to smallest is called descending order. When number are arranged from biggest to smallest is called descending order. When number are arranged from biggest to smallest or largest to smallest is called descending order. See the picture of descending order: 94, 93, 82, 71. We all know that 94 is greater than 93, 93 is greater than 82, and 82 is greater than 71, and 71 is smaller than 82. So see this picture. In this picture, the number are arranged from largest to smallest or biggest to smallest. From biggest number, they are starting from biggest number to smallest number. They arrange the number from biggest to smallest. So it is called the numbers are in descending order. Okay, student, the number are in descending order. Now we are going to solve some example of descending order. Okay, for example, let's arrange the number 85, 61, 56, 90, 99, 96 and 100 in descending order. Okay, we will arrange this number in descending order. Okay, in the number 85, 61, 56, 99, 96 and 100, which number is biggest one? Which number is largest number in all of them? Which number? Just tell me. 100, right? Because 100 is 3-digit number and all the number are in 2 digits. So 100 is the biggest number. So first you have to write 100 because 100 is the biggest number from all of them. Okay, after 100 which number will come? The second biggest which number? Obviously 99, because 99 comes just before 100. So 99 is second biggest number from all of them. Okay, from the number 85, 61, 56, 99, 96 and 100, 99 is second biggest number. Okay, after 99 which number will come? After 99 which number will come? 96, because 96 is bigger than or bigger than the remaining one, because 96 because its 10 place have the digit 9, so 96 is bigger than the remaining one. Okay, from remaining number. Okay, 96. 100 is the first biggest number from 85, 61, 56, 99, 96 and 100, and the second biggest one is 99, and the third biggest one is 96. Okay, or after 96 which number is biggest one? How many numbers are remaining? 85, 61 and 56. So from 3, 85 is biggest number, right? So after 96 the fourth biggest number is 85. Okay, after 85 how many numbers are remaining? Only 2, that is 61 and 56. From while comparing 61 with 56, we find that obviously 61 is greater than. So write the fifth biggest number is 61 and the smallest one is 56. So the number 100, 99, 96, 85, 61 and 56 are arranged in descending order. Okay, so from the number 85, 61, 56, 99, 96 and 100, we find that the biggest number is 100, and after 100 the second biggest one is 99, and after 99 the third biggest one is 96, after 96 the fourth biggest one is 85, after 85 the fifth biggest one is 61, and the last one is 56. 56 is smaller than 61. Okay, now let's arrange or let's see another example of descending order. Okay, let's arrange the number 54, 85, 79, 71, 65 and 99 in descending order. Okay, see 90. Okay, see which number is greatest number from 54, 85, 79, 71, 65 and 99. Which number is biggest one? It is 99, right? 99 is biggest one because its 10 place it have 9. So 99 is biggest one. Okay, after 99 which number is biggest one? How many numbers are remaining? The remaining numbers are 54, 85, 79, 71 and 65. So 85 is second biggest number from 54, 85, 79, 71, 65 and 99, right? So after 85 which number will come? How many numbers are remaining? 54. The remaining numbers are 54, 79, 71 and 65. So 79, right? The third biggest number is 79. From 54, 80, from the numbers 54, 85, 79, 71, 65 and 99. So the fourth biggest number is the third biggest number is 79 and the fourth biggest number is 71. So 71 is fourth biggest number. Okay, after 71 how many numbers are remaining? The remaining numbers are 65 and 54. So while comparing 65 with 64, 65 is greater number, right? So 65 is the fifth biggest number from all of them, and 54 is smallest number from all of them. So in the number 54, 85, 99, 77, 65 and 99. 99 is biggest one, and after 99, 85 is the second biggest one, and after 85, the 79 is third biggest one. After 79, the fourth biggest one is 71. After 71, the 65 is fifth biggest number, and the smallest number is 54 in the number 54, 85, 79, 71, 65 and 99. Okay, I arrange the number in descending order. The number 54, 85, 79, 71, 65 and 99, I arrange this number in descending order like 99, 85, 79, 71, 65 and 55. Okay student, so I hope from these two examples you learn that how to arrange the number in descending order.